you. The gentleman yields back, and the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Norman, you're now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I ask for unanimous consent to enter a pro-life fact page on the Turnaway survey, if I might.
Without objection.
Well, you know, here we go again, Madam Chairman. The country is suffering dramatically at every level: inflation, gas prices, crime, supply chain issues, and here we are discussing, I guess, getting a panel that wants to bash the abolishment of Roe v. Wade and putting it back to the states where it should be. It just shows you how disconnected this administration is on solving the real problems of this country. The last panel we had of pro-choice advocates, I asked a very simple question. Do you agree with the killing of a child, infanticide at birth, a perfectly live, healthy child at birth? They couldn't answer it. So I said, well, that's your decision. You agree with that. So I won't bother asking y'all that question. I will tell you, I'm the grandfather. My daughter had a 25-week-old child. It was this big. It was a child that could see pain. He was moving in the womb. Perfectly healthy child now. Didn't make the choice to kill it. Had it at term. Perfect, 3 years old. So, but you know what's amazing to me is the distortion that this administration is using. I'll just name a few that really is sad to say, and it has to do with the Dobbs decision. The myth, state abortion restrictions will not allow a physician to care for a woman if her pregnancy poses a serious risk to her life. All state abortion laws currently in effect have exemptions to save the life of the mother. The myth, the state abortion restrictions means a woman with an ectopic pregnancy must choose between jail or death. Even Planned Parenthood admits that treating an ectopic pregnancy isn't the same as getting an abortion. Myth, been put out by the left. State abortion restrictions will prevent physicians from treating miscarriages. Fact, pro-life legislation will not prevent any woman from getting care during the heartbreak of a miscarriage. Myth, abortion has no adverse mental health effects. I will tell you, I've talked to a lot of ladies that talked about having an abortion. Tears came to their eyes, men as well. Don't tell me there's no mental effect. It is a mental effect. And the fact that you're putting out that it doesn't, it just simply is not true. Abortion contributes to increased rates of mental health disorders among women, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, excessive risk-taking, self-harm, and suicide. And finally, the myth that overturning Roe threatens dozens of other precedents founded on privacy rights, such as gay marriage and contraception. The Dobbs decision clarifies that the opinion only impacts abortion and argues that abortion is fundamentally different from other privacy issues such as contraception and marriage because it destroys the life of a distinct human being. These are all myths that the American people are fed up with, and these are the myths that it's not going to sell this time. Ms. Wubenhorst, I understand that following the Dobbs decision, 27 states have few or no limits on abortion. Doesn't that mean that in these states, our nation allows one of the most extreme policies on abortions in the world?
Yes, sir. I'm aware that, and agree with you, the 27 states do allow it, and I think that where abortion laws permit abortion up to and including the time of birth, when that child's birthday would have been, that is an extreme position as compared to the rest of the world. There's no question about it. And as we've talked about earlier, it's only Canada, China,
North Korea.
and North Korea that have a similar.
We joined North Korea in that distinct. This blows my mind how that happens. So anyone, Ms. Fry, you want to comment on that? Dr. Kumar, Ms. Lee, any of y'all want to contact on that? I got 27 seconds real quick.
Most black women don't live in China or North Korea.
I'm not talking about black or white women. It has nothing to do with black.
I'm concerned about them having access to health care here in this United States.
Abortion affects, doesn't matter the color. Dr. Kumar.
Well, I did want to respond to your first comment about infanticide. Nobody on this panel, I think, stands for infanticide. I think that suggestion that we would support that is inflammatory, especially given the amount of violence and harassment that abortion providers face.
It wasn't inflammatory with the group that I
The
had
gentleman's
previously.
time has expired.